Thank you so much for being here with us today, Roslynn. Can you tell us a little bit about what MyDivio is and also about the Third Floor Network?
So the Third Floor Network, let's start with that, is a networking organization for artists, for people behind the scenes, managers, publicists, etc. They're networking events as well as a marketing agency. So we help bring together people through panels, through networking events, through concerts, etc. Really looking to bridge the gap in conversation around the industry, as well as we do video production and event production. MyDivio.com is a global talent discovery platform as well as creative network via website and app where users can upload their Divios or talent discovery videos in order to then share their own talents.
So how does MyDivio work?
The way that it works is a user actually uploads a Divio, which is a talent discovery video of whatever their talent is. It could be being a personality, it could be being a drummer, a singer, etc. They show their talent on video, they upload it alongside their bio, all of their social links, and then they connect to similar people, and then create like a network around your talent versus just a typical social network.
So what inspired you to create this?
I've worked with a lot of artists and I've worked with a lot of brands and a lot of talent scouts and bookers for TV and for radio, and I really felt there was a need to create something that would expedite the process. Record labels don't have the budgets to fly A&Rs across the country to attend shows. TV shows don't have the time to then do local auditions. So as well as a group shot and a visual EPK of myself that's on my website now. And after creating that and saw how it expedited the networking process with people that I meet because they already knew exactly what I did after watching that video, I wanted to create this platform. At the exact same time, Drizzo Zani, my partner, had visualized a new talent discovery platform because he was a music lover. He just liked finding new music online, and he didn't feel it was easy on a lot of these other platforms. There's a lot of content everywhere. There's not a lot of like a mobile app where you can visually see what people are liking within your network that is based off of talent. You'll see photos liked or etc., but not really based around talent. So when we met, it was really synergistic in combining our visions, and we created what we did, and it is MyDivio. He has experience as a career entrepreneur building companies like Centurion Lifestyle, Curbstand, which is another app that allows for people to park and valet without needing cash. And I was at MySpace for 10 years. So combining our experiences together, working in music and working in entrepreneurship brought us together.
How did your experience with MySpace benefit this new endeavor?
I think that every experience and wherever I worked brought me to this point now, but specifically MySpace because we worked with a lot of artists early on. I met Justin Bieber when he was with his mom and she brought him to the office. I met Drake when he had his first show here in LA, and countless others. Miguel, who had just uploaded his first song where he was singing to the platform. And being a part of those early stages and being able to make an impact, whether it was partnering with BET and making Drake the Rookie of the Year or booking Miguel's first live stream show, I was able to see how fast their careers grows through an introduction. And then it brought me to this point. It's like right now all there needs to be is a visual representation of it, and it can expedite it. I can pass over it to a brand, and they can book this artist to perform, or a venue, or a college, or a TV show. And I really love that process of helping artists get discovered, and I attribute that to working at MySpace, working at radio for that experience.
Yeah, so it's like LinkedIn for musicians.
Exactly.
So it sounds like you're really about bringing people together. Mm-hmm. So through the beta that you've done so far, have you been able to do that yet?
Yeah, definitely. We have some early people that are on the beta. So Quincy, he just released a song with French Montana. We worked with him and booked him on several radio appearances across the country. Leanne V, who's a big Viner, she has over 5 million across her socials. I helped book her for her first national TV performance on Access TV. We helped America's Got Talent and some people that auditioned that we're able to expedite the process through some of our local A&Rs here. As well as, there's another rapper called King Little G. He's managed by Polo Molina, who's a good friend, who also is will.i.am's manager. We helped him book for his first TV appearance on Fuse through Ski TV. So it's already working. We are already seeing a lot of people wanting that fast pass of, okay, who should be the talent that should be featured. So it's an exciting 2015 version of talent discovery.
Speaking of what kind of talent should be discovered, what kind of artists, musicians are you looking for? Is there a specific genre, or is it all across the board?
I think it's across all genres. I think in 2015 there's less opportunity for the bubblegum pop that it might have been in like the early 90s or 2000s. I think in here, just for example, this girl, she came in just with her guitar that we saw, as well as somebody that was on Santa Monica Promenade playing, and they got booked again to play in Hollywood just by people seeing an original song and her playing. I think the more original, the more organic, the better, and that's where a lot of eyeballs look, and then they share the content, and they drive people to want to join the platform to create content and then to share it again. But that's definitely something that we look for.
What is the biggest challenge so far in making this platform?
I think the biggest challenge, and every tech company goes through it, is just the delay. And you think that we're not coders ourselves, or I'm not, and my partner's not. It seems like it's a simple process, but it's not. There's a lot of people that there's a lot of bugs and fixes that need to be made, and to actually have somebody else interpret your vision that could be on a piece of paper or that you say onto a platform is a difficult challenge. But it's something that we've done before and we're excited about.
What is your advice for aspiring entrepreneurs in the music industry?
I think that for young entrepreneurs, I think it's really important, no matter where you are and your part of your career, is to create a visual representation of your work. I know there are ages in the room, but the creating video reels of your internship or of your first show, if documenting and archiving that, because we live in a fast world where it's really visual, and it's your visuals are now your resume. My partner, we joke all the time, but he never read my resume. He watched a 3-minute video on me. And that's how sometimes it happens. And we live in this fast-paced environment. So I would suggest not only to artists, but to young entrepreneurs, document every interview, every experience that you have, even if it's just talking about it and showing photos as B-roll. It can really, really expedite the process for getting discovered for your own entrepreneurial talent.
So when can artists and musicians look forward to sending their stuff into MyDivio?
Yeah, the beta is going to launch next month. So I would say by June or July, and then throughout fall, we'll be, definitely in the marketplace. You can find us in Google Play and the iTunes Store as an app.
What are your long-term goals for MyDivio?
My long-term goals, or our long-term goals for MyDivio, again, it might sound cheesy or cliche, but is to have a global talent discovery platform where anyone in the world can experience what they might feel can only happen if they live in Hollywood or they live in New York. But that's not true. Talent is worldwide. We've seen it. A lot of artists, they come from the smallest cities or even the rural parts of the country, but just documenting that, putting that online, you never know who's watching.
How can people connect with your company?
People can connect with our company by, of course, visiting us at mydivio.com, registering for beta, as well as following us across all social networks, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at MyDivio, MYDIVO, and YouTube as well, while we await our launch of our official app and our website, which will be summer of 2015.